It's now time for a special KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is brought to you proudly by the Minnesota Motor Company, your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Also brought to you by Midwest Printing, Ashby Schools, FM Bank, Fergus Falls American Legion, and Underwood Insurance. Now it's time for the pregame.
All right, good evening, everyone. We're live from the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Activity Center, and tonight we got a great matchup for you here on KJ Country 96.5. We're also streaming live on the KBRF YouTube station and the Fergus Now app, and it's a Little League Conference girls basketball matchup between the Underwood Rockets and the Hillcrest Comets. Jason Retzloff, happy to be with you here tonight, and thanks to Dave Bishop helping out on the live stream and that operation, and happy to bring it to you both on the radio and on the streaming, and really looking forward to this matchup. These are two of the top teams in recent years in the Little 8 and in Section 6 basketball. Had some great matchups in the last couple of years as well, Hillcrest and Underwood. The Underwood Rockets come into this game with a 1-0 record, Hillcrest with a 1-1 record. Both these teams haven't played for well over a week with the Thanksgiving break and the snow that came last Tuesday, postponing some games. So they're coming off a pretty good layoff. Haven't had a lot of games in this year, but should be a real good matchup here in this one tonight between the Comets and the Rockets. So we are going to take a break here, and in just a moment, as we are on KJ Country 96.5. Hillcrest 1-1 on the season, Underwood 1-0, and the Underwood Rockets are 1-0 with a win a little over a week and a half ago, like we said, at Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall. That was a 61-29 win. And Trinity Baker, the standout guard, she had a great game, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals in that one. Aubrey Borges had 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Lauren Hexum with 9 points. Emma Dirkman had 7 points and 3 steals. And Hannah Hexum had 6 points in that one, in that opener. That was on Thursday, November 20th, so it's been a little while since the Rockets have played. We'll preview the Comets when we come back, but we're going to take a break here on our pregame show here from Hillcrest. The Hillcrest Comets at home against the Underwood Rockets, a Little Lake girls basketball matchup. Quick break, and we'll be back with more on the pregame show in just a moment.
The 2025 model year closeout pricing has arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have just a handful of new 2025 Chevy and Buick vehicles remaining, and all of them are at their lowest prices of the year. From the Chevy Blazer to the Buick Enclave, you won't want to miss out on these great deals. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
And we're back here at the pregame show from Hillcrest. Little League girls basketball tonight. Really good matchup with the Hillcrest Comets at home against the Underwood Rockets. Talked about the Rockets. They're 1-0 on the year. They beat Norman County East Hewlin-Hitterdal. That was a 61-29, as we mentioned in the previous segment. The Hillcrest Comets, they're 1-1 on the season. They've got 2 games in. And the Comets, they're the number 6 rated team in the most recent Minnesota Basketball Hub poll. They were invited to the Minnesota Breakdown. That was back on November 21st and 22nd in Chaska, where they got to play 2 highly ranked teams. They played the number 2 rated team on that Friday, November 21st. That was Mountain Iron Buell, and Mountain Iron Buell beat Hillcrest 53-42 in that one. Tough shooting night for the Comets. They trailed 26-17 at the half. They were able to cut it to 2 at one point in the second half before Mountain Iron Buell was able to pull away for an 11-point win. And sophomore Avea Stender had a nice night for Hillcrest with 10 points and 8 rebounds. Ella Knutson had 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Then the next day, also in Chaska, the Comets went up against the number 7 rated team, Bram, and Hillcrest won that one 51-39. The Comets led 29-21 at the half in that one, and continued on for a double-digit win, 51-39. Big game for Ella Knutson. Ella had 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 steals. Elin Retzloff had 16 points. She also had 8 steals in the game, along with 6 rebounds, and Elsa Retzloff added 9 points in that game for Hillcrest. So the Comets, a nice win against a top 10 rated team, Bram, 51-39. That was on November 22nd. Well, Running Stitches, one of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, they're the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. That's Running Stitches Embroidery. We're going to take another break. We'll come back. I was able to catch up briefly with Hannah Clark, head coach of the Hillcrest Comets, Brian Hovland, head coach of the Underwood Rockets. They brought up a little bit some of the keys for this matchup here tonight, and it should be a good one here. 2 excellent high school basketball programs, the Hillcrest Comets and the Underwood Rockets. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more in the pregame show right after this.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
The 2025 model year closeout pricing has arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have just a handful of new 2025 Chevy and Buick vehicles remaining, and all of them are at their lowest prices of the year. From the Chevy Blazer to the Buick Enclave, you won't want to miss out on these great deals. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Back here on the pregame show with Hillcrest hosting Underwood in high school girls basketball. And with this matchup, I was able to catch up with the coaches before the game here and talking with Underwood Rockets coach Brian Hovland. The Rockets 1-0 on the year. They beat Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal on November 20th. We're talking already almost 12 days ago since the last game with the Comets the Rockets had a game postponed with New York Mills. That was last Tuesday when the weather came in, and then the Thanksgiving break. So it's been a while since either of these teams have played. But Coach Hovland talked about some of the keys. Is going to be a key for them is going to be to defend and rebound all year long, and the Rockets kind of less size than they've had in the past. Not a big team. They're going to have to find ways to rebound, maybe defend teams with some extra size, and he said that defense and rebounding will be a key for them. Specifically against Hillcrest, the Comets like to press. They've been a pressing team throughout. They pressed in their first 2 games against their opponents, Mountain Iron Buell and Bram, in their first 2 games, and handle the pressure, because Hillcrest will come with a full court press and look to trap, look to be aggressive, and having the poise to handle the pressure is one of the things that Brian talked about before the game as a big key. Talking with Hannah Clark, coach of the Hillcrest Comets, Hannah mentioned that containing the drive, containing penetration on the defensive end will certainly be a key. She also brought up rebounding, and that's always kind of a universal key in the game of basketball that both coaches talked about, making sure you rebound, not giving your opponents second chance opportunities, and then also patience offensively. And maybe swinging the ball, getting good looks, getting great shots, maybe passing up a decent shot for a great shot. You know, Hillcrest has a team that offensively is going to be very tough to guard, potent offensively, but only put up in their first couple games 42 points against Mountain Iron Buell and 51 against Bram. Granted, these are some top teams in Class A basketball, but really had a good defensive weekend, and looking to maybe start firing on all cylinders on the offensive side of the ball. And patience is something Hannah mentioned that'll be a key for the Comets in this matchup with Underwood. Just before we came on here, the JV game ended, went down to the wire. Hillcrest was able to pull away. Underwood led a lot of the second half, and Hillcrest was able to pull away right at the end with a 29-25 win in the JV game. Upcoming for these teams, Rockets are going to be busy. They'll play again on Thursday. That'll be at home against Henning, and I'll be over in Underwood to cover that one. That'll be right here on KJ Country 96.5 FM, and it'll also be streaming live on the Fergus Now app and the KBRF YouTube station. That'll be a 7:15 pregame and 7:30 tip-off from the Underwood Gymnasium. Then the Rockets will play right away again on Friday. They'll travel over to Wheaton and be at Border West. So the Rockets play Thursday and Friday coming up, 3 games in 4 days. Hillcrest next game, that'll be on Friday. That'll be right here in Fergus Falls, Friday night against Battle Lake. And we also will be covering that. I'll be here for that one as well on KJ Country and streaming live on the Fergus Now app and KBRF YouTube station. That'll be a 7 p.m. pregame and a 7:15 tip-off here on Friday in a Little Lake Conference girls basketball matchup, Battle Lake at Hillcrest. Also, we'll be keeping our eyes on some scores here tonight and see if we can get some updates on some area girls basketball matchups, maybe some boys matchups as well. But should be a good game over at Kennedy Secondary School at the Gold Gym. The Fergus Falls Otters are in action as they are at home against Sartell. And early in the year, hard to know where everyone is at or who the top teams are going to be. But both the Otters and Sartell have been mentioned as some of the top contenders in Section 8 and in the Central Lakes Conference as well. So we'll try to keep you updated on the scores on that one. Bob Roars is actually over there covering that one on our sister station, News Talk 1250 KBRF. Also some other local girls basketball matchups tonight. Bertha Hewitt at Henning, and that got going a little bit early. Bertha Hewitt was leading Henning at the half 40-25. That'll be Underwood's opponent on Thursday in Underwood. Other matchups, Parker's Prairie at Rossay. Border West is at Battle Lake tonight. Ashby at Brandon Evansville, and then Pelican Rapids at Breckenridge. That should be an interesting matchup. Pelican Rapids at Breckenridge. 2 very good teams going at it in that one. Well, they've finished up the warm-ups, and everyone is up here now. They're going to have the prayer and the national anthem coming up, and then the starting lineup. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll introduce tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center of Fergus Falls. It is Underwood at Hillcrest in this Little League girls basketball matchup. Take a break and back with our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups right after this.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
And we're back here at Hillcrest pregame show, and it is time to introduce tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center of Fergus Falls. It's Underwood at Hillcrest. And first with the visiting Underwood Rockets. The Rockets are 1-0 on the season. And starting for the Rockets, 5'5" junior, number 1, Trinity Baker. 5'8" junior, number 2, Hannah Hexum. A 5'7" sophomore, number 3, Aubrey Borges. A 5'5" junior, number 4, Lauren Hexum. And a 5'9" senior, number 5, Emma Dirkman. Brian Hovland, the head coach of the Underwood Rockets, and he is assisted by Sydney Hovland. Now the home team tonight, the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comets. The Comets are 1-1 on the season. And 5'8" sophomore, number 0, that's Emerson Berge. And a 5'8" 8th grader, number 11, Elin Retzloff. Then a 5'9" sophomore, sister, number 10, Elsa Retzloff. And a 5'10" senior, number 12, Ella Knutson. And a 5'11" sophomore, number 21, Avea Stender. Hannah Clark, the head coach of the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comets, assisted by Ryan Retzloff, Greg Preston, and J.P. Stender. And that is tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center on Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. All right, looking forward to a good matchup here tonight with the Comets and the Rockets. They've had a lot of good entertaining games in recent years. The Comets won both regular season matchups, and the Rockets won in the subsection championship. So they had 3 very good games a year ago. And we'll get it going here. Hillcrest in home red uniforms tonight with white letters and numbers with black trim. The Rockets with white uniforms with black and orange letters and numbers. It'll be Emma Dirkman and Avea Stender in the center circle to get things going. Ball's in the air. We're underway. It's controlled by the Rockets, and Trinity Baker has the basketball in her hands, and Hillcrest matches up man-to-man far side. It's Borges with it. Near side, it's Emma Dirkman on the right wing. Far across it goes to Hannah Hexum. Top of the key, it's Baker. She'll shoot the three straight on off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, though, tracked down by Dirkman. Rockets get another opportunity. Baker, left-hand dribble, back to Dirkman. Emma penetrating, kicks it in the corner. Borges, shot fake, 2 dribbles to the left, comes back out to Dirkman. 8 on the shot clock for the Rockets. Baker, left-hand drive, kicks it out over in the corner. Now on the drive on the baseline, going up, left-hand finish, no good. Battle for the board underneath, tipped around, and Elin Retzloff comes up with it for the Comets. Here comes Elin, free throw line area, over to Berge. Emmy, left-hand dribble, kicks it out. Elsa Retzloff looks into the post, now puts it onto the floor. Over to Elin. Retzloff over to Berge. Emmy Berge, left-hand drive, goes up, scoops it up, draws the foul, and Emmy Berge will go to the free throw line to try to get the first points of the game. And that foul is going to go to Aubrey Borges, her first foul of the game on either side, and Emmy Berge to the free throw line. And the free throw is up off the front of the rim, no good. No score here. We're almost a minute into this game. Underwood at Hillcrest. Little 8 conference matchup. Always 2 of the top teams in the Little 8. Second free throw, that's no good. Didn't catch any part of the rim, so that is a dead ball, and Underwood will get it. We get the first look at the Comets press here as Underwood inbounds. Now near side, the full court pressure is on. Across it goes to Baker. Now Baker comes back. Handled nicely over to Lauren Hexum. There's a double team. Now the ball goes over Trinity's head and out of bounds. First turnover of the game. So that's the pressure that the Comets will bring, and it's not just in the backcourt. They'll come and double once it gets into the front court, and they get the turnover on that possession. Here's Berge handling the ball for the Comets. Handoff, Elin Retzloff curls in the lane, pull up 12-footer, and Elin Retzloff knocks down the shot. The first points of the game, and it's 2-0. Hillcrest with the early lead. Full court pressure from the Comets. Hexum across on the far side. Baker skips it over to Borges. Just inside the arc, right side. Up top, Lauren Hexum over to Baker. Trinity open far side for 3, and nothing but net. Trinity Baker hits the 3, and the Rockets have the lead 3-2 on our Park Region scoreboard. Elsa Retzloff, right-hand drive towards the baseline. Comes back out on the wing over to Berge. Swings it to Ella Knutson. Near side, Elin Retzloff. Elin back to Ella. Ella left-hand drive, jump stop, pivots away from the D. Now Elsa Retzloff. Elsa left-hand drive, running 10-footer, off the heel, no good, tipped away. It is off of Borges, and it will stay with Hillcrest. And the Comets will inbound underneath their own hoop. 3-2 Underwood with the early lead here. Just over 2 minutes into the game. Elin Retzloff inbounds up top to Berge. Emmy on the drive, back to Elin in the near side corner. Right-hand drive, spinning back, double team comes, and Baker comes in. A good job by Trinity coming from Elin's blind side and got the jump ball tie-up. It'll stay with Hillcrest, but the possession arrow will flip. And Elsa Retzloff will inbound. Comets in a box end out. Lobs it to Avea Stender. Avea picks it up inside to Elin Retzloff, deflected away by Dirkman. Now Berge, Elsa Retzloff, left side, deep 3 left side. That catches the right side of the rim, no good. And Emma Dirkman with a rebound for the Rockets. Here's Borges. Over it goes. Lauren Hexum, left-hand drive, pass underneath, dishes. They kick it out, Borges. Left-hand dribble, over to Dirkman. She's at the top of the key. Now Lauren Hexum, corner, Trinity Baker lets the 3 go. That's no good. Tip goes out, and it went off of Dirkman, and it will go to Hillcrest. So 3-2, 15:20 to go, first half. Underwood with the lead, and Elsa Retzloff brings it into the front court. Over to Ella Knutson. Ella at the top of the key to Elin Retzloff on the far side. Now up to Elsa. Elsa open for 3. Straight on 3 is good. Nothing but net. Elsa Retzloff hits the 3, and Hillcrest regains the lead. 5-3 is the score. Full court pressure from the Comets. Back to Trinity Baker. Goes over to Borges. Double team. 3 seconds to get it over. They do. Across it goes. Hannah Hexum, 18-footer in the corner. No good. Ball tipped away from Knutson. Dirkman comes up with it, and she draws the foul. And Emma Dirkman will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to be on Ella Knutson. Ella picks up her first, team first. And Emma Dirkman, 5'9" senior, to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. Emma knocks down her first point of the game. Substitutions for the first time. As Brooke Swedberg is in, Elsa Retzloff comes out. Rockets, they start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy on the scorebook for sure. Second free throw is no good. Avea Stender with a rebound for the Comets. And now Ella Knutson handles the basketball. Right to left on the drive. Backing her way in. Going to be an offensive foul on Ella Knutson. And that's a key little moment, as that'll be Ella Knutson's second personal foul here. Only 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. So 2 fouls on Ella. And Ella's going to come out of the game here quickly with those 2 fouls as Elsa Retzlaff is back in. And the Rockets will inbound, and the Comets will bring full court pressure at 2-2-1 full court zone press, and they look to trap, especially once it's over half court. They skip it across to Trinity Baker. Now Borges in the middle, pivots away from the D, comes over to Lauren Hexum, across to Baker. Now Hannah Hexum back to Baker, guarded closely by Berge. Now the pass is wide of Lauren Hexum, goes to the backcourt, over and back on Underwood, and Hillcrest will get it back. Second turnover of the game on the Rockets. 5-4, Hillcrest with the lead. Ella Knutson now on the bench here with 2 early fouls for Hillcrest. Elsa Retzlaff takes the inbound, and Elsa steps back. She's open for 3. She'll let it fly. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around loose. Berge and Baker battling. Jump ball possession arrow in favor of Underwood, and the Rockets will get possession. So 5-4, Hillcrest by 1, and Rockets dealing with that full court Hillcrest pressure here. Borges right side to Lauren Hexum, skips it across to Trinity Baker. Left-hand drive, Trinity all the way to the hoop, and Baker finishes. Baker's got both of the Rockets' field goals. Underwood regains the lead at 6-5 on the Park Region scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff backs her way in, bounce pass out to Brooke Swedberg. Swedberg wants 3. That's off the rim, no good. Elsa Retzlaff, offensive rebound, that's no good. And now Elsa's going to get called for the rebounding foul on the weak side as Borges had the position. And Elsa picks up her first, team third on Hillcrest. Stella Moline into the game for the first time for the Comets. Emmy Berge will come out. 6-5, Underwood by 1. As they swing it across to Baker. Borges to Hexum. Borges again. They get it over just in time. And now Baker, left-hand drive, pull up 15-footer. Over the basket, no good. Battle for it, and it's saved, and it's picked up by Elsa Retzlaff. And Elsa into the front court. Over it goes to Elin Retzlaff. Baseline drive cut off by Baker. Over to Retzlaff, far wing. That's Elsa with it now. Elsa left-hand dribble. Over to Elin on the far side. Working against Baker. Now Elin comes over to Stella Moline. Near side, Retzlaff in front of the Rocket bench. That's Elsa, guarded by Emma Dirkman. Elsa up top, Elin. Elin Retzlaff for 3 off the heel, no good. Tipped by Stender, and Stender tries to save it. It's out of bounds, and the Rockets will get it. So Ella Knutson's going to come back in, even with those 2 fouls. And Avea Stender will come out. 13:01 to play first half, 6-5. Underwood with a 1-point lead. Now the Rockets working against that zone pressure. They get it into the front court to Baker. The pass goes off of Dirkman's hands and out of bounds. It was the right look, just pass was maybe a little bit wide of Emma and went off her hands and out of bounds. Third Rocket turnover. Hillcrest has not turned it over yet. And both teams start trying to find their way offensively as Elsa Retzlaff comes into the front court. Man-to-man defense here from Underwood. And Elin Retzlaff over to Swedberg. Swedberg 1 dribble left, back to Elsa. Elsa on the far wing, thinks about the 3, behind the back on the dribble. Now comes over towards the top, steps back. Now as it knocked away, it's loose, and there's the first Hillcrest turnover of the game. Borges lead pass, Trinity Baker, left-hand layup is good. So the Rockets take the turnover and turn it into a transition basket. 7 for Baker, and it is now 8-5, Underwood with a 3-point lead. Here's Elin Retzlaff, way up top. Right-hand dribble. Now retreats, swings it over to Elsa. Elsa the deep 3 left side, and Elsa buries the 3. Both of Elsa's 3s have been assisted by Elin, and it's now tied up at 8 apiece on the Park Region scoreboard. We're 6 minutes into the game. Rockets get it into the front court. Hexum almost loses it, gets it back, looking for a teammate. Still looking, getting close to 5. It will be a 5-second count. Good job there by the Comets covering up all the Rocket offensive players after Hexum picked up her dribble. 4th Underwood turnover, and both teams make some substitutions as Annabelle Evelvold, 5'7" freshman, into the game for the first time for Underwood, as Lauren Hexum had come out. Elsa Retzlaff with the ball. Stender back in. Elsa Retzlaff penetration. Curls it in from about 6 feet on the little penetration into the lane. Elsa's got 8 points, and it's 10-8. Hillcrest regains the lead by 2 with 11:25 to play first half. Dirkman has it in the corner near side. Emma left-hand dribble, backing her way in for a moment against Stender. Now kicks it out to Trinity Baker. Trinity left to right, right to left, spinning in the lane, steps back, tough shot, no good, and it is out of bounds, and it will stay with the Rockets as Emmy Berge, I think, partially blocked that shot, which is why the ball didn't catch any rim there, as Emmy partially blocked that. So it will stay with Underwood, and Trinity Baker will throw it in. And Baker lobs it up to Borges. Ball screen moving left, back to Baker. Trinity, free throw line area, working against Elsa Retzlaff, kicks it out, 7 on the shot clock. Borges, 15-footer, is up off the front of the rim, no good, tipped around. Battle for the ball between Stender and Baker. Now it's loose. Stender picks it up. She loses it, goes right to Dirkman. Emma banks it too strong, and the rebound tracked down by the Rockets. Baker over to Borges, three-pointer, far side, over the basket, no good, deflects out of bounds, and it will go this time to the Hillcrest Comets. So pretty good loose ball battles there underneath that were won by the Rockets before the Comets got that team rebound as it was deflected out of bounds. Elin Retzlaff back in. Stella Moline is out. And Elsa Retzlaff into the front court. Elsa takes a ball screen up top, picks up her dribble. Elbow, it goes to Ella Knutson, backs her way in. Tipped away briefly by Baker, and now they kick it back out, and the pass is wide of Elin Retzlaff. And a turnover. Good job there, Trinity Baker. She's done that a couple times already tonight. Anytime she sees that back turn by the offensive player, she's ready to come and double, and that caused the turnover, the second Hillcrest turnover of the game. And Rockets with the basketball, man-to-man Hillcrest defense. It's Hannah Hexum with it, comes back out to Dirkman, over to Borgos, far wing. Up top, back to Hexum. Elin Retzlaff guarding Hannah Hexum. Knocked away briefly. Now Trinity Baker way up near midcourt. Over in the corner, Dirkman, shot fake, one dribble, 17-footer. Off the glass, no good. Elin Retzlaff with the inside rebound position for Hillcrest. Here's Retzlaff over to Elsa Retzlaff. Back to Elin, swings it over to Knutson into the post. It's Stender. Kicks it back out. Elsa Retzlaff open for three, buries the three. That was a good recognition there by Avea Stender. Defense collapse, found Elsa, and Elsa's got 3 threes and is in double digits with 11 points here in this first half. Timeout called by Hillcrest, 13-8. The Comets are on an 8-0 run. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Little A girls basketball right after this.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
And welcome back here to Hillcrest. Comets on an 8-0 run to take a 5-point lead. It's 13-8 on our Park Region scoreboard. Got a final score. Mentioned that the Rockets' opponent Thursday, Henning, was playing. They were down 40-25 at the half, if our app score was right, but they came back to beat Bertha Hewitt tonight, 61-58. Final score from Henning. Underwood with the basketball. Ball tipped away, knocked loose, and Elin Retzlaff comes up with it. Lead pass. Nice pass to Elsa in transition. Layup is good, and Elsa draws the foul, and the Comets take the turnover and turn it into a transition basket. Nice pass by Elin, and Elsa able to finish it. And Hillcrest now up by 7, 15-8 is the score. That's 3 assists in the game now for Elin Retzlaff. And Elsa to the free throw line, and the free throw is good. So Elsa now with 14 first half points as the Rockets make some substitutions. Borges comes out. Also, Hannah Hexum is out. Lauren Hexum is back in. And also into the game is Aubrey Hexum. So a lot of Hexums in and out of the game here in that possession. But Hillcrest leads 16-8 And on the drive, it is Aubrey Hexum. Back out Baker, open for three straight on. Hard off the glass, no good. Good battle underneath. Emma Dirkman comes up with a rebound and kicks it back out. It's Lauren Hexum over to Dirkman. Dirkman for three, right wing off the heel, tipped around. Good job on the boards there by the Rockets. Keeping that alive was Annabelle Evelvold, but now the pass is intercepted by Ella Knutson. Here's Ella. Front court back out. Elsa Retzloff straight on for three. Curls around just off, no good. And Emma Dirkman with her fourth rebound of the game for the Rockets. Annabelle Evelvold tipped away, and it's picked up by Elsa Retzloff. Rockets being hurt by some turnovers here. Ella Knutson on the drive, scoops up the shot, doesn't get it to go. Dirkman to the rebound. There's going to be a foul in the backcourt on Hillcrest. And Emma Dirkman doing a nice job on the boards for the Rockets. As Brooke Swedberg back in for Hillcrest, Stender will come out. That is Avea Stender. She picked up the foul in the backcourt, her first, team fourth. And Underwood has the ball. Comets will not have the full court pressure here as Trinity Baker brings it into the front court. Emmy Berge, one of the top Hillcrest defenders, the task of guarding Trinity Baker here tonight. And left-hand drive, Lauren Hexum, and there's going to be a foul on the drive. And that foul will be on Brooke Swedberg. So Swedberg picks up her first. 8:25 to play in the first half. It's Hillcrest 16, Underwood 8. And Sam Lanners checks in for the first time for the Rockets. Coming out is Annabelle Evelvold. And a box end out for the Rockets. Baker will inbound. And Trinity looking, still looking, does lob it in, gets it into Lanners on the far wing. Guarded by Elsa Retzloff man-to-man. Now it is Aubrey Hexum. Looking across it goes, but the pass is over the head of Trinity Baker and out of bounds. So there's that pressure that Brian Hovland was talking about before the game. Going to be a key for the Rockets to handle that pressure. And it caused the 7th turnover of the game. And Hillcrest now with the basketball, man-to-man Rocket defense here. And the Comets set up something in a box look. Elsa Retzloff over to Knutson. Back to Elsa. And Elsa right-hand drive. Behind the back on the dribble. Swings it up to Swedberg. Brooke back to Elsa. Thinks about the three. Left-hand dribble over to Elin Retzloff. Shot fake. Penetrates. Back out. There's Elsa open for three. Right side. Off the front of the rim. No good. And going up. Nice rebound again by Emma Dirkman. She's got 6 rebounds already in this game. Up the floor goes to Aubrey Hexum. And now Lauren Hexum with it. Over to Baker on the far side. Elin Retzloff switches out on her. Now Hexum. Lauren Hexum, she'll shoot the three off the heel. Ella Knutson had it for a moment, and Emmy Berge comes up with it for the Comets. Berge pushes up in transition, trying to go coast to coast. Left-hand layup is good. The Rockets weren't able to find the ball there and match up, and Emmy Berge able to go coast to coast for the basket. 18-8. Comets are now up by 10. Rockets trying to get something going offensively. Only 3 field goals in this game so far, all by Trinity Baker. And far side, it's a 13-0 Hillcrest run at the moment. As Baker, near side it goes to Aubrey Hexum. Across to Lauren Hexum. She'll shoot the three. That's no good. Emmy Berge, another rebound for Hillcrest. Berge into the front court. Slows it up. Swings it over. Now she threw it to Ella Knutson. Ella didn't know it was coming. Went behind her and out of bounds. 3rd Hillcrest turnover of the game. As Moline is in, Elsa Retzloff will come out. 6:50 to play in the first half. It's Hillcrest 18, Underwood 8. As Trinity Baker handles the basketball for the Rockets. Across it goes to Lanners. And now Lanners ball screen. They set a double screen for Baker. Now Trinity puts it on the floor. Back to Lanners. And Lanners picks up her dribble top of the key area. It's Lauren Hexum. Emma Dirkman now. Emma right-hand drive, steps through, knocked away. Comes to Hexum. Lauren, 18-footer. Off the rim, no good. Rockets struggling to shoot the ball, but a good offensive rebound there by Aubrey Hexum. Free throw line jumper, Lanners. That's no good. Swedberg had the rebounding positioning, and there's going to be a foul on Emma Dirkman. Rockets have done a nice job on the boards. They've just struggled to shoot the ball here tonight. As that foul on Emma Dirkman, her first, team 3rd. And Hillcrest with the basketball. Elin Retzloff will take it into the front court. Swings it over to Swedberg. And Brooke across it goes to Moline. Stella, shot fake to the left elbow. Gets it to Berge, pull up 15-footer. And Emmy Berge knocks down the left elbow jumper. 4 for Berge. And Hillcrest 15 in a row here, and they have a 20-8 lead on the Park Region scoreboard. Underneath, on the cut, it's Lauren Hexum, turn-on jumper. That's blocked by Elin Retzloff, and Elin gets the rebound. Elin's going to push it up into the front court. Behind the back on the dribble, kicks back to Swedberg. Brooke on the drive, dishes to Berge. Emmy left-hand drive, knocked away, ball loose, scramble for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Hillcrest. And we got a lot of new faces coming in. 4 new players coming in for the Rockets. Elsa Retzloff and Avea Stender in for Hillcrest as Knutson and Berge come out. So it's Borges and Baker for Underwood. Looks like Clara Mark is in the game for the first time for Underwood. We'll try to catch up here as we go along. And that pass, and now the pass deflected, went off of Elsa Retzloff's hands and out of bounds, so that'll be a Comet turnover, their 4th turnover of the game. Hannah Hexum is in for the Rockets as Underwood is into the front court. Left-hand dribble for Borges, picks it up, comes back out to Baker. Trinity, right-hand dribble, picks it up, goes over to Hannah Hexum. 3 left side, that one's good. Hannah Hexum with the 3. Give Trinity the assist, 20-11. That ends the Hillcrest run at 15. That's a 9-point Comet lead on our Park Region scoreboard. Here's Elin Retzloff backing her way in, kicks it back out. Swedberg, her pass batted away by Baker, ball's loose, and the Rockets come up with a good quick hands there by Baker. And now in the backcourt, there's going to be a double dribble call on Aubrey Borgo, so the Rockets turn it right back over. 8th Rocket turnover. That was the 5th Hillcrest turnover. Knutson back in for Hillcrest as Swedberg come out. Elsa Retzloff inbounds. It comes to Knutson. They fake the handoff, backs her way, and it's tipped away. Another quick hands deflection by Baker. It'll be a steal for the Rockets, and now it's going to be a foul on the Comets, and that is going to be foul number 3 on Ella Knutson. Trinity Baker making an impact on that defensive end with those quick hands and the deflections. That's a 6th Hillcrest turnover, and more of a key for this game is 3rd personal foul on Ella Knutson. So Ella comes to the bench with her 3rd foul. There's a backdoor cut. The look was there, but it was just wide of Baker on the cut. Goes out of bounds. Turnover on Underwood. So both teams here struggling with some turnovers in the last few possessions. 4:37 to play first half. It's Hillcrest 20 and Underwood 11. And Elsa Retzloff into the front court. Elsa with 14 of the Comets' 20 first half points here. And Stella Moline gets to a jump stop. Emmy Berge over to Retzloff. That's Elsa in the corner. And Elsa comes up top to Elin Retzloff. Left-hand dribble between the legs. Loses it for a moment. Back to Berge. Emmy to Elsa. She'll shoot the deep 3 left side. That's off the front of the rim. No good. And the rebound tracked down by Clara Mark for Underwood. Trinity Baker into the front court to Borges. Shot fake. Across it goes to Jada Kane, also checked in. And up top, Borges with it. Comes near side. In the corner, Trinity Baker. Guarded by Emmy Berge. Couple dribbles left. Back to Aubrey Borgo. She'll shoot the 3. It's up. It's good. So Borges with her first field goal, and that's 6 in a row now for the Rockets after the Comets went on a run. And it's a 6-point game. Elin Retzloff on the drive, goes up, and Elin curls it in for 2. Rockets maybe not quite matching up there, getting back as Hillcrest pushed it up quickly. And Elin Retzloff now with 4 points in the game, and Hillcrest back up by 8 with just under 3.5 minutes to play first half. Far side, it's Clara Mark. Over it goes to Borges, steps through, tough off-balance shot, doesn't get it to go, and Stender able to get the rebound for Hillcrest. Now in the backcourt, it's knocked away by Mark, but out of bounds, and Hillcrest will keep possession. 22-14, Hillcrest by 8. Comets led by as many as 12, 20-8. Then the Rockets got a couple of threes by Hannah Hexum and Aubrey Borgos to cut it to 6, and it's an 8-point game as we stand right now. Berge to Stender, into the post, Elin Retzloff, double team, back out Stender. Avea, she'll shoot the 3, off the rim, no good. Tipped by Moline, but there's going to be a rebounding foul on Stella Moline, and that's going to put Underwood into the bonus and to the free throw line. Stella Moline with her first, team 7th. Dirkman back in for Underwood as Kane will come out. Berge comes out for the Comets as Swedberg is back in. And to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 is 5'4" senior Clara Mark. And the free throw is up and good. Clara Mark gets her first point of the game, 22-15. Hillcrest by 7. And she'll get another shot at it here. 3:01 to play first half. Comets lead by 7. Second one by Mark is up and good. So Clara Mark knocks down a couple free throws, cuts the lead to 6. She will now come out. And Lauren Hexum will check back into the game. Hillcrest with the ball. And Elsa Retzlaff will bring it into the front court. And Elsa right to left, little pick and roll of Stender in the middle, back out Moline. Stella Moline for three, off the rim, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Borges for Underwood. Up the left side, it goes to Trinity Baker. Baker over in the corner, bounce pass to Dirkman. Guarded by Avea Stender. Emma Dirkman picks up her dribble. Across it goes to Borges. Near side to Baker in front of the Comet bench. Underneath to Hannah Hexum, turnaround jumper over the basket, no good. Elsa Retzlaff with the Comet rebound. Here's Elsa. Right-hand dribble to the baseline, trying to work her way in. Stepping through, goes up. Blocked from the help side by Hannah Hexum, and the rebound goes to Borges. Lead pass intercepted by Elin Retzlaff. Here's Elin, dishes. Elsa, left-hand layup is good. Elin can really pass the ball well. That's her 4th assist of the game, and Elsa Retzlaff now with 16 to lead all scorers, and it's 24-16. Comets by 8. Three-pointer banked in on the near side by Hannah Hexum. So Hexum with a pair of threes. Give Trinity Baker her 3rd assist of the game. And it's a 5-point lead for Hillcrest at 24-19. Elin Retzlaff between the legs on the dribble. Over to Swedberg. Up top to Elsa Retzlaff. Now Elin with it, near side, in front of the Underwood bench. Dribbles, switching out on her is Lauren Hexum. Over it goes to Elsa Retzlaff. Elsa backs her way in on Trinity Baker and kicks it out to Swedberg. 8 on the shot clock. Elin Retzlaff shoots the three far side. Off the front of the rim, no good. Trinity Baker with the long rebound. And here come the Rockets up the floor with Borges. 1:20 to play first half. And here's Dirkman. She'll shoot the three right side. That one's short. Offensive rebound. Good job on the offensive board by Hannah Hexum. Baker in the lane. Rims out, no good. And then there's going to be a rebounding foul, though, on the Comets as Underwood continues to do a nice job on the offensive glass. And that foul is going to be on Elin Retzlaff. That's her first, team 8th. Berge is in. Elin Retzlaff will come out. Good job there on the offensive boards there by Hannah Hexum. And she will shoot the 1-and-1. Free throw is up off the heel, no good. And Stender able to get the rebound for Hillcrest. Over to Elsa Retzlaff over the timeline. Man-to-man defense for Underwood. Over to Brooke Swedberg. Swedberg stops at the right elbow. Now Stella Moline on the drive. Stella dishes underneath Stender. Kicks out Berge. Emmy left-hand drive to the baseline. Back up top Swedberg. Elsa Retzlaff catches, fires. Three-pointer good. 4 threes in the first half for Elsa Retzlaff. And gives Swedberg the assist. Comets lead is back up to 8 at 27-19. That's 19 first half points for Elsa Retzlaff. Up top, straight on. The three-pointer is up for Hannah Hexum. No good. It hit the support up top, and that'll make it a dead ball and Hillcrest basketball. Elin Retzlaff back in. Brooke Swedberg will come out with 35 seconds to play first half. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report coming up here in just a bit as Elsa Retzlaff handles the basketball and comes into the front court. And directing some traffic, trying to set up what they like. Yep, they can hold it for the last shot here. And Retzlaff guarded by Trinity Baker. Trinity out challenging, putting a little bit of pressure on Elsa here as the Comets are trying to milk the clock. Elsa gets it over to Elin Retzlaff. Right-hand dribble. Elin penetrates back out to Berge. Berge left-hand drive. Now Moline. 6 on the clock. 5. Elin Retzlaff working. Steps back. Shoots the deep three. It's up in the air. Nothing but net. And what a step-back shot there by Elin Retzlaff to end the half. And Hillcrest, with that little flurry at the end, bumps their lead back up to double digits, 30-19. Really a nice job by the Rockets containing defensively on that last possession. But Elin just stepped back, and it was a deep three on that right side. It was nothing but net, and that gives Hillcrest the 11-point lead here at the half. 30-19 is the score on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. So we will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report with Underwood at Hillcrest. The Comets up 30-19 here at the half. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll recap the first half, go over some of the stats, see if we can track down some other local scores as well. Comets are up 30-19. Back with our Minnesota Motor halftime report after this.
The 2025 model year closeout pricing has arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have just a handful of new 2025 Chevy and Buick vehicles remaining, and all of them are at their lowest prices of the year. From the Chevy Blazer to the Buick Enclave, you won't want to miss out on these great deals. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Back here at halftime, it's our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. Jason Retzloff, happy to be with you here tonight, along with Dave Bishop. Thanks to Dave for all of his help with the live stream, helping the live stream and making all those things work, so I can just talk and describe the game to you here. But 30-19 is the score here at the half. Hillcrest with the lead over the Underwood Rockets here on our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. Minnesota Motor, they're located on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. And first half, it was a struggle for both teams, especially offensively, and I think both teams feeling like maybe offensively they haven't been going on full cylinders. The Rockets really have struggled to shoot the basketball, as they've only 6 first-half field goals. Trinity Baker got their first 3 field goals of the game before they had a couple of threes by Hannah Hexum and Aubrey Borges. But Rockets have struggled to shoot the ball. Comets struggled to shoot the ball early. Then Elsa Retzloff got going from the outside. Elsa had 4 first-half threes to go along with her game-high 19 first-half points. She ended up with 19 of the Comets' 30 first-half points. But Rockets got out to an 8-5 lead. Then there was the run by Hillcrest. Combination of the Comets really do a good job pressuring the basketball, causing their opponents to feel a little bit uneasy, whether it's their full-court pressure or their pressure in their man-to-man. And Hillcrest strung together a bunch of stops in a row. We mentioned Elsa got going from behind the arc, and Hillcrest went on a 15-0 run to take a 20-8 lead. And then Underwood is able to bounce back a bit. They got a couple of threes in a row from Hannah Hexum and Aubrey Borges. That cut the lead to 6 at 20-14. They got it to 5 at 24-19. That was with just over a minute to play in the half. Then Elsa Retzloff was able to hit a 3 to make it an 8-point game. The Comets got the ball back. They held it for the last shot. And I thought Underwood did a pretty solid job of containing Hillcrest on that entire possession. Got the ball to Elin on the far wing on the right side, and she stepped back and hit a tough 3, a deep 3, just on a step back, and buried it. And what I thought was pretty good defense from the Rockets. Elin just made a good shot, and it was a quick 6 points by Hillcrest in the last minute to bump that lead up from 5 to 11, 30-19. Is the score here on our Park Region scoreboard. The biggest lead of the first half was that 12-point lead that the Comets had at 20-8, but that's where we're at here at the half. Well, Running Stitches, one of our sponsors, is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. That's Running Stitches Embroidery. We'll take another break. We'll come back and talk some of the stats here that they've been able to put together here in this first half of play. Hillcrest 30, Underwood 19, Little Lake girls basketball. Take a break. Back with more on our Minnesota Motor halftime report after this.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
The 2025 model year closeout pricing has arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have just a handful of new 2025 Chevy and Buick vehicles remaining, and all of them are at their lowest prices of the year. From the Chevy Blazer to the Buick Enclave, you won't want to miss out on these great deals. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
And we're back here at our Minnesota Motor halftime report. Little Lake girls basketball, Hillcrest 30 and Underwood 19 at the half. Let's go over some of the stats here. My unofficial stats that I've tried to keep track of as we've gone along here. And for the Comets, Hillcrest, only 3 players in the scoring column for Hillcrest to a lot for their 30 points. Elsa Retzloff leads all scores. Elsa got it going from 3. She had 4 first half threes and 19 points in that first half. Elin Retzloff had 7 points, including that 3 at the half buzzer to give Hillcrest that 11-point lead. And then Emmy Berge with 4 points for the Comets. Ella Knutson hasn't scored tonight. Well, she's been in foul trouble. She had picked up a couple early fouls and came to the bench for a bit, got checked back in, and she picked up her 3rd. So Ella hasn't played the minutes she normally has here in this first half. With those 3 fouls, so something to watch in the second half anyway with Ella in foul trouble. On the boards for Hillcrest, I have Elin Retzloff, Avea Stender, and Elsa Retzloff all with 3 rebounds apiece. Emmy Berge with a couple. And then Elin Retzloff mentioned she's had some real nice passes tonight. She has 4 assists to lead the Comets in assists. On the Underwood side, they are led in scoring by Trinity Baker. Trinity had the first 7 points of the game for Underwood. She has 7 in the first half. 6 points on a pair of threes for Hannah Hexum. 3 points for Aubrey Borges. 2 for Clara Mark on a pair of free throws. And 1 point for Emma Dirkman. Emma's done a great job on the boards for Underwood. She had 6 first half rebounds to lead all rebounders. 3 rebounds apiece for Hannah Hexum and Aubrey Borges. A pair of rebounds for Trinity Baker. I got Trinity leading the Rockets with 3 assists. I think Trinity really did a nice job defensively coming from the weak side. Quick hands, deflections caused a number of those the turnovers that the Comets had in that first half as well. On the team totals, I had the Rockets. They did a nice job, I thought, on the offensive board. They had a number of second chance opportunities. That was a key of the game to both coaches before the game, the rebounding. Underwood, I got out-rebounding Hillcrest 19-16 in the first half. 6 Hillcrest turnovers to 10 for Underwood. But Rockets have been struggling to get the ball in the hole. They only have 6 first-half field goals. 4 of those were threes, and they were 3 for 5 from the line. Hillcrest with 12 first-half field goals. 5 of those were threes, and the Comets were 1 of 3 from the line. We had 2 ties, 3 lead changes in the first half, and Hillcrest leads it here at the half, 30-19 on our Park Region scoreboard. And that'll put an end to our Minnesota Motor halftime report as we're ready to go here for the second half. Had a few scores to update you on. Breckenridge leading Pelican Rapids at the half, 30-17. That's a big matchup there. A couple of Heart of Lakes teams going at it. Halftime, Breckenridge with the advantage. Breckenridge certainly one of the big favorites in Section 6. Border West up by 1 over Bad Lake, 44-43 in the second half. Rosse leading Parker's Prairie 28-24 at the half, and Henning beat Bertha Hewitt 61-58. We'll try to get a Fergus Falls Otter score as well. Underwood with the ball to start the second half here. And up top, it's Emma Dirkman with the basketball. Dirkman swings over to Baker. Trinity, she's got room for the three and hits the three. Good down screen there. I think it was from Hannah Hexum on that one. Got Trinity open. And Trinity now in double digits. She leads the Rockets with 10 points. And it's a single-digit lead again for Hillcrest at 30-22. Elin Retzloff on the drive, loses it, able to get it back out to Elsa Retzloff. Elsa's three off the front of the rim, no good. Elin Retzloff, though, tracks down the offensive rebound. And on the drive, she is fouled. And that foul will go to Lauren Hexum. Hexum picks up her first. That's the first foul of the second half. Comets inbound to Emmy Berge. Berge left-hand drive, curling to the basket, goes up, rims out off the glass, and Baker with the Underwood rebound. Here's Trinity Baker. Quickly up the floor, Hannah Hexum. Back out, Lauren Hexum fires the three off the heel. Ball goes high in the air, curls over the basket, and that is out of bounds. And the ball goes to Hillcrest. So 30-22, Comets by 8. Just a minute into the second half. Elin Retzloff now with the ball. Retreats back, swings it over to Emmy Berge. Far side, Elsa Retzloff. Right-hand drive, backing her way in, steps through, little jump hook. That was a nice little jump hook in the lane by Elsa Retzloff, backing her way in. Elsa with 21 points now to lead all scores. It's a 10-point Comet lead at 32-22. And with the ball back up top, it goes to Hannah Hexum. Over to Borges. One dribble, Aubrey back to Hexum. Hillcrest man-to-man defense, back to Trinity Baker, way up near midcourt. It's Lauren Hexum now with it. Couple dribbles left, pulls up, dishes to Trinity. Trinity, 16-footer left side, rims around, no good. Good rebound on the inside by Berge. Emmy Berge with the ball for the Comets. Right to left on the dribble, now comes to Ella Knutson. Ella playing with 3 fouls on the drive, kicks it back out. It's Elin Retzloff. Elin will shoot the 3 straight on. Off the left side of the rim, Ella Knutson trying to track it down before it goes out. Can't get there in time. And Underwood will get the ball on the long dead ball rebound. And Underwood inbounds. Trinity Baker with the basketball into the front court. Bounce pass far side to Borges. They come up to Hannah Hexum. Over to Dirkman. Back up top, it's Baker. Baker underneath, curling in the lane. It's Hexum. Shot is over the basket, and Ella Knutson with the Comet rebound. Up the floor goes to Elin Retzloff, back to Elsa. Elsa, the deep 3 on the far side. That's off the heel, no good. Emmy Berge with the rebound. Knutson, Ella for 3. That one's no good. And long rebound, eventually tracked down in the corner by the Rockets. It was Lauren Hexum. Quickly up the floor. Baker in transition, goes up, couldn't get it to go. Dirkman the offensive rebound, and Emma puts it back up and in, and she draws the foul. And she will have an opportunity for an and one, as it's now 32-24. And Comets were hustling after that offensive rebound in the corner, and I think that put them at a little bit of a disadvantage in transition. Couldn't get back in time, as Dirkman's free throw is no good. And Elin Retzloff with her 5th rebound of the game for Hillcrest. 8-point Comet lead. Ella Knutson has the ball, and Ella left-hand dribble comes to Elsa Retzloff, top of the key. Over to Elin. Elin shoots the 3 right side. 3-pointer, that's no good. And long rebound, it comes to Lauren Hexum for Underwood. Across to Borges, into the front court. We're at the 15-minute mark in the second half. 32-24, Hillcrest by 8. Dirkman to Baker. Trinity working against Elsa Retzloff in the half-court offense. Left side, it's Lauren Hexum. Goes up, bank shot good. Lauren Hexum, left-hand drive all the way, able to finish. Help didn't quite get there in time. Her first basket of the game. And the Rockets, they trailed by 11 at the half. They've cut it down to 6 here at 32-26. Elsa Retzloff to Berge. And Emmy Berge back to Elsa. Shot fake. Puts it on the drive. Little runner from 12 feet. Curls off the rim, no good. And Lauren Hexum with the rebound for Underwood. Up the floor it goes to Baker. And Trinity comes back to Lauren Hexum. One dribble left. Now Emma Dirkman. Right-hand drive. Backing her way in against Stender. Goes up. Left-hand shot too strong. Ella Knutson gets the Comet rebound. Here's Ella over the timeline. Gets it to Emmy Berge. Left-hand drive, Berge. Now Elin Retzloff. Good pass underneath. Wide open. Stender missed the layup. Now there's going to be a rebounding foul on Avea Stender. Really a beauty of a pass by Elin Retzloff underneath. Stender too strong off the glass. And Avea picks up the foul. And Hannah Clark is going to use a timeout with 14:04 to play in the game. 32-26. It's a 30-second timeout, so So we will just keep it right here. But this timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. With Hillcrest led by 11 at the half, 30-19. The Comets have come out a bit cold here, shooting the ball in the second half. And Underwood getting an early three from Trinity Baker. A couple baskets from Lauren Hexum and Emma Dirkman have cut this lead to 6. And Underwood has the basketball, 32-26. And the Comets substitution looks like Stender comes out. Brooke Swedberg is in. So Hillcrest with Berge, the Retzloff sisters, Knutson and Swedberg. Into the game for Underwood is Annabelle Evevold. As Underwood with the ball. Now the pass is knocked away. The ball is loose and is going to be a jump ball tied up with Dirkman and Knutson. Possession arrow in favor of the Comets. So turnover will get the ball back to Hillcrest. 11th Underwood turnover. That's the first turnover of the second half for either team. As the Comets with the ball. Pass underneath. Ella Knutson in the post goes up and she draws the foul. Good seal there by Ella Knutson. And Ella went up, drew the foul, and she'll get to the free throw line to shoot 2. And the foul is going to be on Hannah Hexum, her first, team second. And Ella Knutson to the free throw line. And her free throw is up and good. First point of the game for Ella. That won't happen too often, if ever again, this year, where she gets her first point in the second half. She had foul issues, 3 fouls in the first half, didn't play as many minutes. She knocks down the second free throw, and Hillcrest back up by 8, 34-26 is the score. And Aubrey Borges into the front court for the Rockets. Near side, it goes to Evevold in the corner. Dirkman with it. Back up to Hannah Hexum. Borges now working against Elsa Retzloff. Couple dribbles left. Hexum now up to Baker between the legs on the dribble to Dirkman. Guarded closely by Knutson. Shot fake for Baker. Left-hand drive, help comes. Running floater from 10 feet, no good. And Elsa Retzloff with the Comet rebound. Here comes Elsa. Now loses it, and it's stolen away, and Underwood with the steal. First turnover of the second half for the Comets. There's the pass. Dirkman tried to get it underneath. It was deflected, though, and it'll stay with Underwood. Yeah, so Dirkman's pass was tipped. Seemed like a little confusion. I don't think Emma thought it was tipped, but the official, from my point of view, it looked like there was some contact with the Comet defender. So Underwood will keep it. They'll run a box end out. And bringing it back to Baker. Trinity in the corner. Now the whistle blows, and it's going to be a moving screen. Trinity made the 3, but it's going to be waved off on a moving screen on Hannah Hexum. They've had some success getting Trinity the ball back on that end out, but that time the moving screen will give the ball back to Hillcrest. Second personal on Hannah Hexum, third team foul. And Hillcrest with the ball, leading by 8. 13 minutes to play in the game. Elsa Retzloff, right-hand dribble. Comes back out, looks for a teammate, finds Knutson on the right wing. Ella left-hand drive, dishes over in the corner. Emmy Berge wants the 3, rims around, no good. Borges with the rebound for Underwood, her 4th of the game. Lead pass, Trinity Baker in transition. Left-hand layup is good. Good job by the Rockets, pushing it up in transition. A dozen for Baker, and the lead is 6 for Hillcrest at 34-28. Elin Retzloff to Berge. Now Elsa Retzloff on the near side wing. Elsa, left-hand drive, working her way in against Baker. A little jump hook, bank shot, doesn't get it to go, and the rebound goes to Annabelle Evevold for Underwood. Now Borges to Baker. Rockets trying to get as close as they've been since middle part of the first half here. It's a 6-point deficit right now, and now losing it, knocked away. Emmy Berge knocked it away from Borges, and it goes out of bounds, and Hillcrest will get the ball back. Stender is in, Elin Retzloff out for the Comets. Just sense of both teams struggling to find their offensive flow here in this one. And they're both good defensive teams, certainly. But trying to find their way offensively and get in a rhythm as Berge has it at the top of the key. Near side now, Moline with it. Stella on the drive to the baseline. Bounce pass. Nice pass. Finds Stender. Kicks it out. Ella Knutson open for 3. Off the rim. Avea Stender, though, the offensive rebound. Little jump hook in the lane. That's off the glass. No good. And it is Evevold with a rebound for Underwood. Trinity Baker skips it across to Dirkman. Near side wing. Across it goes. That is Hannah Hexum now. Picks it up. Back to Borges. Fakes left, comes back right. Now Baker with it. Trinity swings it in the corner to Hannah Hexum. Up top to Borges. And now Evevold, right-hand drive, loses it. Gets it back. flips it back out to Borges. 8 on the shot clock. In the lane, goes up, and Aubrey Borges able to finish it in the lane. 6-foot runner. And now the Rockets are within 4, 34-30 is our score on the Park Region scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff goes in the lane, curls around. The little jumper is no good, and Trinity Baker with the rebound. Baker pushing it in transition. Berge hustles from behind to knock it away, but there's going to be a foul on Berge. Got Baker on the arm. So the foul on Emmy Berge, that's her first, team third. Elin Retzlaff in, Brooke Swedberg is in. Moline and Knutson come out, and Brian Hovland is going to call a timeout. So we'll take a Lake Region Healthcare timeout as well. 34-30. Rockets have cut the lead to 4 here on our Park Region scoreboard. We'll take a Lake Region Healthcare timeout and be back in just a moment.
The 2025 model year closeout pricing has arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have just a handful of new 2025 Chevy and Buick vehicles remaining, and all of them are at their lowest prices of the year. From the Chevy Blazer to the Buick Enclave, you won't want to miss out on these great deals. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Not a real. And we're back here at the half. It's a Lake Region Healthcare timeout. 34-30 is the score on our Park Region scoreboard. Underwood has the basketball, and the Rockets have come out of halftime playing some excellent defense. They've held the Hillcrest only 4 points in the first 7 minutes of the second half. Consequently, they've got it within 4. And the inbound, Trinity Baker gets the ball back, comes back to Dirkman. Emma Dirkman for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. And Emmy Berge gets her 5th rebound of the game for the Comets. Berge over to Elin Retzlaff, kicks it back out. Elsa Retzlaff open for 3 straight on, off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it is off of the Comets. And Underwood will get it. Good look for Elsa straight on. Just a little short on it. And the Rockets with the basketball. Comes into Trinity Baker. Man-to-man defense here for Hillcrest. And Baker swings it over to Borges. Up top, it's Evelvold now with it. Left-hand drive, penetrates, kicks back out, finds Dirkman. And Dirkman looking for a teammate. It's Hannah Hexum now. Hexum, one dribble left. Borges, left-hand drive, goes up, and she is bumped. Got Elsa Retzlaff up in the air a little bit, and Elsa came down on her for the foul, and that'll be Retzlaff's 3rd personal foul. So now Elsa Retzlaff and Ella Knutson each with 3 fouls. 4th team foul. Elsa will come out. Ella Knutson is back in with 10:16 to play in the game. 34-30, Hillcrest by 4. Up top it comes to Emma Dirkman with it. And Dirkman right-hand dribble, picks it up, guarded closely, looks for a teammate, gets it to Baker. Baker loses it, now dives to the floor to get it, and it's knocked away, deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Underwood as it went off of Ella Knutson. 9 on the shot clock here for Underwood. Fergus Falls Otters lead at the half, and that Central Lakes Conference matchup at home against Sartell, 33-23. They lead at the half. On the inbound, now there's going to be a reach-in foul on Elin Retzlaff, trying to knock the ball away from Hannah Hexum. So Elin picks up her 2nd. Now that is the 5th team foul on Hillcrest. And that'll give the Rockets an additional 12 seconds on the shot clock. That'll bring the shot clock back up to 20 as Borges will inbound near side. Lob and curling around. It's Baker going up and finishes. It's a good little side out play. Curling Baker out. Now the Rockets have cut the lead to 2. It's 34-32. And now here's Swedberg. Across it goes to Berge. Left-hand drive, cut off on the baseline, bounces it back out to Elin Retzlaff. Elin right to left on the dribble, spinning, goes up, tough shot. Elin gets it to go. Tough move there by Elin, and she's got 9. Comets needed that one. They've been struggling to score. Only their second half field goal here. They lead at 36-32. Dirkman with it. Curling to the lane, and the pass is wide. And Brian Hovland wanted a foul there on that curl. And Hannah Hexum curling to the basket. Call wasn't there, went out of bounds, and it will go to Hillcrest. 14th Underwood turnover. And Ella Knutson will bring it into the front court. Knutson right to left, uses a ball screen, little pick and roll. Right to Stender, layup is too strong though, and the rebound goes to Aubrey Borgos for Underwood. Now Berge knocks it away from behind, and it's going to be a kick though. Yeah, Emmy, she's done that a couple times here where she's almost had the steal. Oh, they did get the steal. It was kicked by, well, who was it kicked by here? Yeah, it was kicked by Berge. So Underwood will retain possession, but Emmy, quick defender, hustled from behind, almost got that steal, but Underwood will get it. They inbound. It goes to Hannah Hexum. She'll shoot the three. Rims around. Almost decided to go in, but came off. And Berge with the Comet rebound. We're right at the 9-minute mark here in the second half. Hillcrest by 4, 36-32. Elin Retzloff, right-hand drive, spinning in the lane. Left-hand finish is good. Elin Retzloff now in double digits. That was a nice move coming back to her left hand. And Hillcrest back up by 6, 38-32 on the Park Region scoreboard. Here's Dirkman, right-hand drive, free throw line area, picks up her dribble, looking for someone, and now there's going to be a reach-in foul on Stender. Comets are aggressive defensively. Stender a little extra contact there. So Stender now has 3 fouls. Elsa Retzloff is in, Elin Retzloff is out. So Stender, Elsa Retzloff, Ella Knutson, all with 3 fouls for the Comets. Foul trouble, something to watch here. They inbound. Baker open for 3 in the corner. That's no good. Good look, didn't get it to go. Stella Moline with the rebound for the Comets. Gets it to Ella Knutson. Over to Berge. Emmy left-hand dribble. Back to Elsa Retzloff. And Elsa on the drive, stepping through, goes up. Ball curls around, couldn't get it to go. Battle for the board. Good job, Dirkman with a rebound, her 8th of the game, to lead all rebounders. On the left side, thinking about the 3 is Lauren Hexum on the drive, stepping through. Contact, goes up, gets the basket, and draws the foul. And Lauren Hexum will get the and one. And Lauren Hexum now, that is her 4th point of the game. And that is foul number 4 on Ella Knutson. Or no, excuse me, on Avea Stender. It was the digits I saw were 1-2, which is Ella's number, but it was 21. So Avea with her 4th. She comes to the bench, and Elin Retzloff is back in. And the free throw is up and good by Lauren Hexum. That 3-point play cuts the Comet lead in half to 3 at 38-35. As Elsa Retzloff now with the ball. Elsa backs her way in, double team comes over to Ella Knutson. Ella on the drive, pull up 10-footer, a little bit short. Ball is picked up by Emma Dirkman for Underwood. Up the right side is Borges, knocked away by Berge. She gets it back over in the far side. Hannah Hexum with it. Double team, tipped away. Baker is able to track it down. Now her pass, though, is wide of Borges, goes out of bounds. And it is a turnover, number 15 for Underwood. 38-35 is the score. Another battle here between these two teams. Been a lot of them in the last few years. And it's 38-35. Hillcrest by 3. Moline with the ball for the Comets. Over it goes. There's going to be a reach-in foul on Lauren Hexum. And that's her 2nd, team 4th. And Elin Retzloff will inbound on the far side for Hillcrest. Comets with only 3 second-half field goals in 10.5 minutes here as the Rocket defense has really done a nice job. Handoff goes to Elin Retzloff. Elin curls in the lane, bank shot, too strong, gets her own rebound. Double team, comes back out to Berge. And now Berge, they go Moline, far side, 3-pointer open, off the heel, no good. Elin Retzloff going up against Dirkman. Dirkman comes up with a ball and gets it to Borgos. Dirkman now with 10 rebounds as Baker comes into the front court. Over on the far side, here is Hexum. That's Hannah Hexum up top to Dirkman. Emma, right-hand drive, back to Hexum for the 3 and the tie. It's off the front of the rim, no good. And Berge, another rebound for Hillcrest. Emmy, lead pass. Elin Retzloff, the ball goes off her hands, deflected, and Underwood with it. Now the lead pass knocked away by Moline, and the Comets come up with the ball. And now there's going to be, well, what do we got here? We got a whistle here. Yep, going to be an inadvertent whistle, maybe a bad break for Hillcrest there as the Comets were pushing it in transition, but I think the official saw the contact in the backcourt and blew the whistle by instinct thinking there was a foul, but it was the 2 Underwood players colliding in the backcourt. So no whistle. Hillcrest gets the ball. 38-35 is the score. Comets with a 3-point lead as they go inside to Ella Knutson. Out to Swedberg. Brooke Swedberg for 3. It's open and it's good. Well, Brooks Swedberg with her first field goal, give the assist to Ella Knutson, and it's a 6-point Hillcrest lead, 41-35. That wakes up the Hillcrest crowd a little bit here, as the Comets have just struggled to get the ball in the hole here in this second half. Dirkman with it, over to Baker, Trinity Baker. Working against the Hillcrest man-to-man defense. Now Borges with it. Kind of a flex offense here from Underwood. It's Hexum now, 10 on the shot clock. Lauren Hexum, left-hand dribble, off-balance shot, stripped away, and Emmy Berge comes up with the ball. She's been all over on the defensive end. And Hillcrest into the front court with Berge. Under 6 minutes to play now. Elin Retzloff has it. Elin, left-hand dribble, spins in the lane, step through, goes up, gets the basket, draws the foul, and Elin Retzloff, a couple spin moves in this one. Breaking free in the lane, and she will go to the line to try to convert the and one. And Elin now with 13 points in the game. And will try to convert the three-point play. She does. She's got 14, and Hillcrest now quickly with 6 in a row to get it back up by 9, 44-35. 5:40 to play in the game. Rockets with the ball, far wing up top. They swing it over. It's Lauren Hexum. Cross it goes to Borges. Borges, one dribble left, comes back to Baker. Trinity thinks about the three. Now puts it on the floor once, over to Dirkman. Emma with the ball. Ella Knutson is on her. And Emma Dirkman comes to Baker. Baker, deep three left side off the right side of the rim. Ricochets off the rim, goes out of bounds. Long dead ball rebound to Hillcrest. So 5:15 to play. Rockets cut that lead all the way down to 3. They had a 3 in the air to tie it. That didn't go, and then now Hillcrest with a 3 from Brooks Swedberg and a 3-point play from Elin Retzloff bumped their lead back up to 9 at 44-35. Elsa Retzloff with it, hands off to Berge, up to Swedberg, near side Elin Retzloff, into the post to Ella Knutson. She's got position, left hand, layup is good, and the basket is good. Hannah Clark uses a timeout, and now Hillcrest quickly with an 8-0 run. They're back to a double-digit lead at 46-35 on our Park Region scoreboard. We're going to have another Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Hillcrest uses a timeout. Quick break and back with more Little 8 basketball on KJ Country right after this.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
And back here, that's our Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Hillcrest on an 8-0 run as the Rockets, they trailed by 11 at the half. They cut it all the way down to 3, but the Comets 8-0 run to get it back to 11. 11-point lead, 46-35, and Underwood has the ball. And Aubrey Borges, bounce pass near side to Hexum. Baker, good cut underneath. Left-hand layup is good by Hannah Hexum. Good play drawn up out of that timeout by Brian Hovland. Give Baker her 4th assist of the game. And the lead is 9 for Hillcrest, 46-37. Swedberg with it for the Comets. Across it goes to Berge. Berge, left-hand drive. Bounce pass underneath, knocked away. Ball's loose, deflected, goes out of bounds. It did go off of Underwood. Comets will throw it in the deep corner. Emma Dirkman is in. Lauren Hexum comes out. And Elsa Retzloff will inbound in the near side corner. 4:31 to play in the game. Retzloff brings it into Brooks Swedberg. Swedberg over to Knutson. Right side top of the key. Now Berge with it. Emmy across to Brooks Swedberg. Swedberg one dribble up. Now Elin Retzloff steps back open for 3, and Elin buries the 3. She had her feet set and ready to go. Swedberg the assist. Comets have now matched their biggest lead of the game, 49-37 on the Park Region scoreboard. 17 in the game for Elin Retzloff as Underwood with the ball goes to Baker. Across it goes up top. That's Hannah Hexum. Far side with the ball is Jada Kane, who had just checked in. Drives, bounce pass back out to Baker. Trinity spinning back, left hand, tough off-balance shot off the glass, doesn't get it to go. And Ella Knutson with the Comet rebound. Lead pass, Elsa Retzloff, left-hand layup, couldn't get the roll. Elin Retzloff hustles in, offensive rebound, misses the shot, but draws the foul. And Elin Retzloff back to the free throw line to shoot 2. So this hard-fought game that had the Comets up by 11, the Rockets' defense really came out strong and held Hillcrest down, but now the Comets with a flurry here, taking control here as Retzloff gives Hillcrest their biggest lead of the game with that free throw, a 13-point lead at 50-37. As Elin Retzloff now with 18 points, she's got 11 in the second half to go along with 7 rebounds and 4 assists, and that free throw is good. So 19 for Elin, 14-point Comet lead, 51-37, 3:35 to play in the game. Here is Trinity Baker, across to Dirkman. And Dirkman towards the free throw line, back to Baker. Man-to-man defense for Hillcrest. Borgos, Dirkman. Emma fires the 3 off the heel. Good weak side rebound by Ella Knutson. And Ella into the front court, hands off to Stella Moline. Elsa Retzloff looks at the rim, now just dribbles back up top. Now it's knocked away. Quick hands by Baker, and Trinity Baker with the steal. Gets it to Borgos in transition. Left-hand layup is no good, and Elsa Retzloff gets the rebound for Hillcrest. Now Trinity's had a lot of good defensive plays like that, just using her quickness to her advantage. Stella Moline open for 3 right side. That's no good, and the weak side board goes to Emma Dirkman, who gets it to Aubrey Borgos. 2:45 to play. 51-37, Comets by 14. Three-pointer, it's Hannah Hexum. That's good in the corner. Give Emma Dirkman the assist. And 11 in the game for Hexum. And the lead is 11 for Hillcrest with just under 2.5 minutes to play. Moline, couple dribbles towards the baseline. Across it goes Elin Retzloff. Elin open for 3. Lets it go. Nothing but net. And what a second half it's been for Elin Retzloff, who now leads all scorers in the game with 22 points. And it's 54-40. The lead is back up to 14. What a game for the 8th grader with 22 points and 4 assists and 7 rebounds in this one. Now Dirkman, left-hand drive. Dishes underneath, going up, little shot underneath the hoop. That's good by Hannah Hexum. Hannah Hexum now with 13 in the game. Give Emma Dirkman her 3rd assist. 12-point lead. Elin Retzloff wide open again for 3 right side. That one's no good this time. And the rebound tracked down by Trinity Baker. Baker into the front court, comes to Emma Dirkman. Over to Borges. Far side. Hannah Hexum open for another 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Trinity Baker, though, tracks down the offensive rebound. Dishes underneath. The ball is knocked loose, and it went off of Jada Kane. And Hillcrest will get possession. As Lauren Hexum is in, Kane will come out. 1 minute, 31 seconds to play in the game. And Hillcrest with a 54-42 lead. And Elsa Retzloff will walk the ball into the front court. And Emmy Berge with the basketball. Hands it off to Elin Retzloff. And Elin has it knocked away by Baker. Another steal by Trinity Baker. She's been great defensively tonight. Left-hand layup is no good. Offensive rebound is missed. But drawing the foul is Lauren Hexum. So Lauren Hexum will shoot 2. But Trinity, I don't know how many deflections she has. You just can't be lax at all if she's on you because they're quick hands. She'll also come from the blind side, has good instincts on the defensive side, made a lot of great defensive plays in this one. Free throws up, and getting the roll is Lauren Hexum. She's got 6. 54-43. Now the Rockets are going to take their starters out of the game and come with a different lineup with an 11-point deficit here with 1:09 to play. Second free throw by Lauren Hexum is good. She has 7 points, all of them in the second half. Moline and Swedberg are in. Elin Retzloff will come out. And Avea Stender will come out. 10-point lead for Hillcrest, 54-44. And Brooke Swedberg swings it right side to Moline. Stella Moline drives, dishes to Knutson. Ella across the way to Brooke Swedberg. Swedberg back to Berge. Emmy couple dribbles towards the elbow, back to the left baseline. And now she dragged her pivot foot. That'll be a travel. Only 4 second-half turnovers for Hillcrest, 10th of the game. 50 seconds to play. Ella Knutson is out. Elsa Retzloff comes out as Annika Bjorndal checks into the game, as does Paisley Peterson. And it's Sarah Sam Lanners, with the ball for Underwood. With the ball, it was Bella Corsini, and now there's going to be a foul on the Comets' Paisley Peterson. So Paisley Peterson, her first, 19 foul on Hillcrest. And it'll be 1-1. And the free throw is up and no good. That was by Evovold, as her hair blocked out her number. There's a jump ball on the rebound, and it'll stay with Underwood. 54-44, 39 seconds to go. Hillcrest with a 10-point lead. Rockets inbound. It comes into Corsini. Bella Corsini, 5'7" junior. Now with it is Clara Mark. Goes over to Annabelle Evovold. Now it's Aubrey Hexum with it. Across it goes Lanners. 7 on the shot clock. Three-pointer straight on, off the rim, no good. Berge with another rebound. Great job on the boards for Emmy tonight. 8 rebounds. 18 seconds to go. Berge left-hand drive all the way to the hoop. Layup is too strong. Paisley Peterson, the offensive rebound, and Paisley gets the basket, gets on the scorebooks. Lead is back to 12 with 7 seconds to go. And on the left side, it's Lanners. Lanners with 2 seconds kicks it back out. They will launch the 3 straight on, is short by Aubrey Hexum, and that will put an end to the game. 56-44, the final score on the Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. The Hillcrest Comets with the win over Underwood in this one. As we're getting ready here for our post-game show, where we will recap the game, go over some of the statistics, and look at some of the local scores as well. But a hard-fought win for Hillcrest in this one. Rockets really a nice defensive effort tonight, and really held the Comets down in that early part of the second half, the first half of the second half, cut the lead to 3, but then a real nice flurry by Hillcrest late that extended it back up, and led by as many as 14 before closing it out with a 12-point win, 56-44. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back with our post-game show in just a moment, where Hillcrest defeats Underwood in girls basketball 56-44. Back with more after this break.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
The 2025 model year closeout pricing has arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have just a handful of new 2025 Chevy and Buick vehicles remaining, and all of them are at their lowest prices of the year. From the Chevy Blazer to the Buick Enclave, you won't want to miss out on these great deals. Contact the sales team for more information.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
And we're back here with our post-game show with Hillcrest defeating Underwood tonight, 56-44 the final. And we'll acknowledge one of our sponsors, Running Stitches, the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. That's Running Stitches Embroidery. And Hillcrest with a win tonight, 56-44, a game that really saw some good defensive effort from both teams. The Comets got in some foul trouble that caused their their standout Ella Knutson to have some limited minutes in that first half, and both teams really, I thought, struggled early in the first half. The Rockets struggled to shoot the ball for the entirety of the first half with only 6 first-half field goals. They did lead 8-5. Then Hillcrest went on a 15-0 run, which was kind of the key run, the biggest run of the game, to take a double-digit lead at 20-8. The Rockets cut it to 24-19, and that's where it was with about a minute to go. But then Hillcrest got threes from Elsa Retzlaff and Elin Retzlaff, and Elin Retzlaff 3 at the buzzer of the half to kick the lead back up to 11. It was 30-19 at the half. Then the Rocket defense really came out and executed well. Hillcrest went cold from the outside and only had, I think it was about 2 or 3 field goals 10 minutes into the second half, and Underwood was able to cut the Comet lead to 3. Then Hillcrest went on a run, an 8-point run. Brooke Swedberg had a big 3 in that stretch. An and one by Elin Retzlaff on the drive. The lead went back to 11, and at that point, Hillcrest, inside of 5 minutes, had control, able to finish it off with a final score of 56-44. I think both teams can take some good things. I'm sure Coach Hovland, despite the loss, feels good about the way his team competed, the way they defended a Hillcrest team that is going to be an explosive, tough team to guard offensively, and held the Comets to and we don't have field goal percentage stats, but held the Comets down offensively to only 56 points in this game, and really the defense gave them an opportunity to have a chance to win the game down the stretch before Hillcrest went on that run. I thought Underwood, I'm sure, is happy with their rebounding. They out-rebounded Hillcrest by 4. The Comets defense continues to be very good and very strong. In their first 2 games of the year, only gave up 53 points to the number 2 rated team in Class A, and then only 39 to the number 7 team, and then holding the Rockets in the 40s in this one, 56-44. I think the Comets are still trying to find their offensive footing a bit, but it was Elsa Retzlaff had a big first half with 19 of her 21 points in the first half. She had 4 threes, and then Elin, what a second half she had. Elin Retzlaff had 15 of her 22 in the second half, including a couple big threes and an and one, and along with her playmaking ability, really carried the Comets in the second half on the way to the win. 56-44 was the final. Let's go over some of the stats here. And on the Hillcrest side, they were leading all scorers in this game. Elin Retzlaff led all scorers in the game with 22 points. And just a great all-around game for 8th grader Elin Retzlaff. She had 7 rebounds in the game, along with 4 assists to go along with those 22 points. She had 3 threes in the game as well. Elsa Retzlaff had 21. Mentioned Elsa had 4 threes in the first half to lead the Comets offensively in that first half. 19 of her 21 coming in the first half. It was 4 points apiece for Emmy Berge and Ella Knutson. Of course, Ella in a lot of foul trouble throughout the evening. 3 points for Brooke Swedberg. Brooke maybe had the biggest shot of the game when the score was a 3-point lead for Hillcrest. Rockets cut it down. Brooke was open on the right wing for 3 and knocked down a 3 that was big for Hillcrest. And then Paisley Peterson had 2 points for the Comets. On the boards, I had Emmy Berge leading Hillcrest with my unofficial stats with 8 rebounds, 7 rebounds for Elin Retzlaff, 5 for Elsa, and 4 rebounds apiece for Ella Knutson and Avea Stender. And on the assist totals, it was Elin Retzlaff leading the Comets with 4, and a pair of assists each for Brooke Swedberg and Stella Moline on the Comet side. For the Rockets, they had 2 players in double figures. Trinity Baker leading the way for Underwood with 14 points. She had 7 in each half. And really good all-around game, I thought, for Trinity. Rebounds, assists, and then a great defensive game we'll get to in just a moment. But Hannah Hexum had 13 points in the game. She had 3 threes. It was 7 points for Lauren Hexum, 5 for Aubrey Borgos, 3 for Emma Dirkman, and 2 for Clara Mark. Mentioned on the boards, Emma Dirkman mentioned a few times, led all rebounders tonight with double-digit rebounds. She had 11 rebounds in the game. Trinity Baker at the point guard spot had 6. And 5 rebounds for Aubrey Borges. And Baker led the Rockets with 4 assists. I also had 3 assists each for Borges and Emma Dirkman as well. And then mentioned Trinity with that floor game, and then defensively, she was a major factor out there with some of her anticipation, quick hands. And I'm guessing Hillcrest really overall took pretty good care of the ball with only 10 turnovers, but a lot of those turnovers were caused by the quick hands and anticipation from Trinity Baker on the defensive end. Team stats, it is Underwood with the advantage, 41-37. Turnovers, it was 18 for Underwood and 10 for Hillcrest. I had the Comets with 21 field goals in the game, 8 from behind the arc. It was 4 threes for Elsa Retzlaff, 3 for Elin Retzlaff, 1 for Brooke Swedberg, as Hillcrest was 6 for 8 from the line. 16 total field goals for Underwood, 6 from behind the arc. It was 3 threes for Hannah Hexum, 2 for Trinity Baker, and 1 for Aubrey Borges, as the Rockets were 3 for 5 from the line. There were 2 ties, 3 lead changes in the game, as Hillcrest wins at 56-44. We're going to take one quick final break. When we return, we'll name our Quality Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics, and we'll try to see if we can scrounge up a few of the local scores in the area as well as we wrap things up when we return. Hillcrest wins at 56-44, and back with our Player of the Game after this quick timeout.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Back here on the post-game show with Hillcrest over Underwood. Good competitive game here tonight. That was close down the stretch, but the Comets had a run late to kick their lead back up into double digits for the win, 56-44. The final, it's time to name our Quality Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. And for screen printing and embroidery on custom apparel with the best in personal service around, contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027. That's 998-4027 for Lake Country Graphics. Our Quality Player of the Game tonight is 5'8", 8th grader Elin Retzlaff, as Elin had a big night for Hillcrest, leading all scorers in the game with 22 points. She was big when the Comets were really struggling offensively. Really had a couple nice spin drives, getting back to her left hand, spinning one direction, then spinning back for another on a few of her finishes. Had an and one in there, and then a couple threes to really help the Comets extend their lead. She also led Hillcrest with 4 assists in the game and 7 rebounds. And Elin with those 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 15 of those 22 coming in the second half. She is tonight's Quality Player of the Game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So just taking a quick look here at the scoreboard. It was Henning beating Bertha Hewitt. That's who the Rockets will face on Thursday, 61-58. Late in the game, Rosse was up big on Parker's Prairie. It was 65-35. Battle Lake lost to Border West tonight in Battle Lake, 62-56. With 4 minutes left in the second half, big game, Breckenridge at Pelican Rapids. Or wait, it says at, I'm not sure. Oh, it's at Breckenridge. Okay, they got the spots mixed up there. It's at Breckenridge. Breckenridge leading Pelican Rapids 51-42, a game that a lot of people are certainly keeping an eye on there. We did get a Spartan men's basketball update too. The Spartans, they were leading late in the first half against Central Lakes College in Brainerd, 39-28, and that was a while ago, so not sure where that one's at. But Spartans lost to Central Lakes a week and a half ago, trying to get back in the win column against Central Lakes in that one tonight. So before we sign off, quickly, a reminder that Underwood has 2 more games this week. Thursday at home against Henning, and I'll be in Underwood to cover that one right here on KJ Country 96.5. We'll also be streaming it live on the Fergus Now app and the KBRF YouTube station, 7:15 pregame, 7:30 tip-off. And then the Rockets will be at Border West on Friday. Hillcrest next game is on Friday at home against Battle Lake, and we'll have coverage of that right here on KJ Country, also streaming that live as well. So thanks everyone for joining us. Busy week of basketball here for both teams. Both teams happy to get back to action after over a 10-day break for each of them, with the Thanksgiving break and some cancellations. And Hillcrest improves to 2-1 on the season. Underwood falls to 1-1. as our final score on the Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. Hillcrest 56, Underwood 44. For Dave Bishop, thanks for all your help tonight on the live stream and pulling everything off here that I can't do while I'm broadcasting the game. This is Jason Retzloff signing off from the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Activity Center. We thank you for listening to Little Lake Girls Basketball on KJ Country.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Radio Sports Streaming presentation. Tonight's game is brought to you proudly by the Minnesota Motor Company, your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Also brought to you by Midwest Printing, Ashby Schools, FM Bank, Fergus Falls American Legion, and Underwood Insurance. We hope you enjoyed tonight's KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. You can find this game and others by going to KBRFradio.com, KBRF Radio on YouTube, and the Fergus Now app.